Hey, what is going on, everyone? I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. This is a video of a pre-workout, new pre-workouts. And when I did the review of GAYOR, as you can see on the screen, I did say it's by far the most potent pre-workout I've seen so far in the market. And then I went ahead and bought there, when I exhausted this one was sent free to me, by the way. So when I exhausted that and I liked it very much, I bought one of their without caffeine version. And the reason is that you gotta keep on cycling between caffeine and non-caffeine versions, right? Because otherwise, you're gonna get used to the caffeine dosage, and it's not gonna work, all right? So this formula has everything that this one has except for the caffeine. So that was good. Now, during my video when I did this one, if you can go back and check, or if you remember, that would be great. I did mention that even if this is the great pre-workout and I use it and I really like it, by far there's nothing that beats GAT Nitroflex, and I still hold true to that. I mean, GAT Nitroflex till then was amazing. I mean, I did say that in that video because everything that this thing gives is a fantastic, the energy, the endurance, the duration for which I can do the gym. But the focus that was coming from Nitroflex, that was like outstanding. It was like those laser focus, the tunnel vision sort of thing that you've heard of, that happened only with Nitroflex. So when I did the video, I think the company saw that, and then because obviously they gave me a free stuff, they came back, they called me up, and then they said, why do you think a Nitroflex is still better to you? And I said exactly what I said in the video, that it gives me that focus that yours gives, but it doesn't get to that point. So they said, what is it that you think does that? I can't say that because Nitroflex has a proprietary blend. I mean, it's an amazing blend, but it's a proprietary blend, so I don't know. So I told them that, but I said, you go figure out what they did. And here's the thing, I think this is something I had a conversation. There's nothing really secretive that I talked to them, that's why I'm talking about it. But they, I don't know if that's the result of that, but I did have this conversation, I remember. And what they did is, they brought something new in the market, and that's why I'm saying this is definitely not the most potent pre-workout right now in the market. What they did is that they released this pre-workout. And the moment I saw that in their website, and I'm kind of a pre-workout fanatic, I keep on buying them and using them, I bought this stuff. So this is GAYOR Black Edition. That is, it looks black and the whole theme is black, and there's this picture cartoon sort of thing doing the flexing of bicep and stuff like that. So why do I say that this thing is better than this, and why did I give the pre-story that I just did? All right, I'm not going to do a mixability test, by the way, if you're waiting for that, because I'm recording it in the middle of the night and I'm not going to the gym. I'll probably do a different video where I'll do the mixability. I'll tell you about the mixability and taste in this video. So but let me show you the powder ones, because I've been using it at the moment when I'm doing the video. I used it twice, so it's a bit more grainier powder than the GAYOR powder that I used. That was much more finer. This is a bit grainier, of course, because the composition has changed, and the way the composition has changed, it's going to mix a bit differently. I'm going to talk about that. So first of all, what changed? Why do I think it's better? So keep this non-steam one outside. It's good, but it's a non-steam one. We're talking about the steam ones, right? So if you look at it, it's already a clinically dosed pre-workout, and that's why it works so fantastic. It's got 7 grams of citrulline malate, 4.5 grams of beta-alanine. It was already good, and a bunch of other stuff. They bumped up those things in here. So what they did, they added 8.2 grams, I believe, if I'm not wrong. They added 8 grams of citrulline malate and 4.8 grams of beta-alanine, and betaine they bumped up to 2.5 grams, which was like 1.5 gram in this one. But that's not what makes it different. They kept the caffeine same. So this has 300 mg, this has 300 mg. So what's making this one different? Let me tighten it up, I'll just spill it over. So the thing that makes this one different and way more capable and powerful in this one is the addition of theanine. So if you go check out, then one of the most common nootropic drugs that could be out there is theanine, just along with caffeine. Caffeine is a nootropic. Theanine is also a nootropic, because nootropic drugs are things that enhance your cognitive capability, right? So you can focus more, you can do more. So something that caffeine already does, theanine also does. So if you look at theanine on its own, then you're going to see that, okay, what caffeine does, it gives you that focus, it gives you that feeling of energy, non-fatigueness, but it comes with some side effects of heart rate increment, blood pressure increment, stuff like that. And of course, there's the crash that comes with caffeine. On the other hand, theanine, if you look at it, then theanine doesn't really have the side effects of caffeine, that is the crash, the heart rate or something. It kind of reduces heart rate actually. It makes you much more relaxed. So it's used as a relaxant also. At the same time, it increases your cognitive capability. Theanine is actually used mainstream in diagnosing different and treating different situations, psychological and mental situations like schizophrenia, attention deficit disorder, stuff like that. And also, if you want to increase your attention and focus, you can use theanine on its own. But what research says, and I'm going to put the link in the description of the research paper that I know of, if you put these two together, that is, if you put caffeine and theanine together in a particular ratio, then you're going to get the bouncer of all nootropic, and a kind of a really basic sort of combination, but does really great stuff. So it's going to enhance your focus multifold. It's not going to give you the side effect of increased heart rate, blood pressure, crash, nothing like that. So you're going to crash, nothing like that. So you're going to feel good, relaxed, yet focused. And that's why I think they added that. And that's why when I was excited to use it actually, but at the same time I was a bit doubtful, like, are they really doing something that different? Let me see, let me use it. So I used it 2 days. It's absolutely fantastic. There's no doubt this thing is better than this one at the same price that they're selling this. Then the question is, how are they selling it at the same price? I don't know that, but I have my own derivation that if you look at this pre-workout and look at this pre-workout, not everything is bumped up, or this theanine addition is not the only thing. They actually got rid of something. So if you look at the label of this thing, you can see they have a huge chunk of leucine, that is 3 grams of leucine they've added, which is written up here. Let me see if we can have a focus action. Yeah. So we have 3 grams of leucine. This one, they kind of stripped it off. They don't have leucine in here. So removing 3 grams of leucine and bumping up this other ingredient kept the price almost the same place. At the same time, 2 scoops of this, which actually comes as a 1 serving, 2 scoops of this comes to a 1 serving. This is 19 grams, this is 19.5 grams. So they're kind of keeping it the same level, right? But they got rid of the leucine from here and added the theanine in here and bumped up the dosage also. Now, what do you expect when you mix it and stuff? And that's why I said the mixability is going to differ. So if you mix this one, it's not going to mix immediately because it's got the leucine, which is tremendously hydrophobic. If you mix this one, it mixes instantly. I mean, you don't even need a spoon. When you put it in the shaker, it just goes down in and done, dissolves. There's nothing else left on the container. I'm going to show you the mixability in some other video because, as I said, the moment I'm recording this, I'm really not intended to use it. What I'll do, I'll probably try to get the mixability done at a separate point of time, and I'll push it with this video. That would be great. Right, so should you go for it, or how do I think? Now, if you have seen my previous one small tiny little video that I did, I am kind of crazy about pre-workout. I use a lot of pre-workouts, and Grad Natural Flex has been one of my favorite. And I think now I can say that, yeah, this pre-workout has come in the same league, you know. I'm not going to say it's better than GAD Natural Flex or GAD is better than this, but these are the same league, alright? What this thing has is way better composition than GAD Natural Flex in terms of the citrulline malate and beta-alanine and stuff, and also the addition of theanine. I don't know what Natural Flex adds to get that particular focus, but they're on the same league now. I was focused, I was thinking only about my workout, I was thinking about exactly what particular workout I'm going to do after a particular workout, and constantly thinking about it. And in case you don't know, because my training regime is different. I don't do splits or something. I do whole body workout every single day, and 2 to 2.5 hour workout. So that because I need to reduce a lot of fat also, along with trying the attempt of building a lot of muscle. So there's this, it depends on what sort of thing you do. So anyway, so this thing supported that, and it did awesome. And I want to thank the company that they brought something like this in the market. Now, how does it taste? This is this one flavor that I found on the website, which is like lemon flavor, and it tastes like lemonade, pretty strong actually. It's not a light flavor, so add a bit of water if you want. And that's about it. It's an outstanding product. I would say it's a must-go-for product if you want to go for it. If you watch somebody who's into stimulant pre-workout, definitely go for it. You should give it a shot, but that's the idea. But this one is rocking these days, and I'm gonna use it for about 7 to 10 days more. As I always do, I cycle off caffeine pre-workouts. I stop for 10 days again. So after using 10-15 days, I'm gonna tell you how am I feeling and how it is actually in the long run. So one important thing to mention about this particular pre-workout is that although I talked about everything good about it, there is one thing apart from removing the leucine from here. They've done something which I don't really understand. The clinical dosage of the most effective dosage of caffeine to theanine ratio is 1 to 2. That means you add 1 gram of caffeine, then you can use by 2 grams of theanine. Not in the gram, of course, reduce the ratio. So if you say 100 mg of caffeine, you're going to talk about 200 mg of theanine in here. What I do see here is a bit skewed up ratio. They have added 300 mg of caffeine but 200 mg of theanine, which is a low amount of theanine. I think this is something I don't understand why they did, although this pre-workout really works, but I don't know why they did that, because the trialed and tested and clinically trialed ratio is 1 to 2. I think they should bump it up actually, and it's too much actually. If you look at it, the other diagnosed or the other clinically trialed dosage of theanine is also 100 to 110 mg. They've added 200 mg, so I think that's probably why they couldn't reduce the caffeine dosage, because their pre-workout is based on a lot of caffeine. That's probably the reason they didn't do that, but this ratio is not right. That's something I need to tell you about. What the company's going to do about it, I don't know, but that's what I had to tell. You can actually take a better decision. That's pretty much what it is. I hope you liked this video. Thanks a lot for your time, and have an awesome life, folks.